Today, we're going to dig into the power of words.
Yeah, it's something we often underestimate, isn't it?
Totally. How mastering your words can actually transform your thinking, maybe boost your influence and, help you navigate all the information out there.
Right.
And our source for this is The Good with Words, Writing and Editing Specialization on Coursera.
hmm
It's taught by Patrick Berry from the University of Michigan.
And it's really popular, like over 83,000 enrolled.
Yeah, and a 4.7-star rating, which is
Yeah.
pretty impressive. That many people finding value suggests there's something substantial here.
Absolutely. So our mission today for this deep dive is really to unpack why. Why does it resonate and how does it go, way beyond just basic grammar?
hmm
It's all about unlocking these critical skills for, well, overall effectiveness, giving you a kind of shortcut to being genuinely good with words.
Okay, so let's unpack that. The course series literally says the most important thing students and professionals can do to improve their effectiveness is become good with words.
It's a bold claim.
It really is. What does good with words actually mean in this context? Why is it so foundational?
Well, what's interesting is how broad they define the impact. It's not just like writing pretty sentences.
Right.
It's explicitly about improving your overall effectiveness, professionally, personally.
Right.
And it's designed to be accessible, beginner level, flexible schedule, maybe 2 months if you put in about 10 hours a week.
That seems manageable.
Yeah. And it covers such a range, arranging
Wow.
complex info clearly, hitting deadlines, that's a big one, and even giving and receiving really high quality feedback.
Okay, that list of skills is fascinating. Concision, critical thinking, productivity, overcoming obstacles, storytelling, constructive feedback.
hmm
I mean, these sound almost like universal success skills, right? Not just writing tools. How does the course actually connect writing to, say, overcoming obstacles?
That's a great question. It really highlights how deeply communication is woven into everything else.
Okay.
So take critical thinking or overcoming obstacles. The course connects these directly to the drafting process.
How so?
Well, you learn to reflect on things like the cost of perfectionism, but also you learn to do something called a pre-mortem
A pre-mortem.
for writing. Exactly. You basically imagine how your writing project could fail before you even start writing it.
Huh. Interesting.
It forces you to think ahead, identify potential problems, and solve them proactively. So you're not just learning to write, you're learning to think critically about the whole process.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so let's quickly touch on the four courses. How do they break these big ideas down? Course one is word choice and order.
Yeah, this one teaches how specific words can actually change decisions. And using syntax, sentence structure, strategically
The goal being,
to help you write with originality, basically.
Yeah.
Craft sentences that are uniquely yours, that really stand out.
okay. Course two, structure and organization. It talks about using structure to generate content. That sounds intriguing.
It is. It's not just about outlining what you already think. It's about using structure itself as a tool to come up with ideas.
And it mentions techniques like anaplosis.
Right, which sounds fancy, but it's just repeating the end of one phrase at the start of the next, like fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate,
Okay, creates flow.
Exactly. Creates rhythm, emphasis. It helps with organizational skills, sure, but also helps you vary your sentence length and make your writing more impactful.
Got it. Course three is drafting. This covers practical stuff like the nothing else and need to know principles.
Yeah, these are really about building good habits for short projects, long projects, boosting your productivity.
What's the need to know principle?
It's pretty direct. You constantly ask yourself, does my reader really need this specific piece of information right now?
And if not,
Cut it or move it. It's
Like-
about making sure every single word pulls its weight. Ruthless, but effective.
I can see that. Okay, and the last one, course four, revising. Becoming a better reader of your own writing. That's hard.
It really is. This course uses something called the EDIT framework to help with that.
EDIT.
Yeah, it's a framework, presumably an acronym, though the source doesn't detail it. But the goal is sharpening your editing, your proofreading, your concision.
Making things clearer.
Exactly. Learning to spot, as they put it, uselessly accurate information, just cutting the fluff.
And the whole thing wraps up with a shareable certificate, so you get something tangible.
You do, which is nice for the CV, sure. But stepping back, the bigger picture here is that this specialization offers you this structured way to get better, not just at writing,
Right.
but at communicating more effectively, thinking more critically, and just being more, well, effective overall. in whatever you do.
So bringing it back to you, the listener, what this really means is that getting good with words isn't just about writing emails. It's kind of a shortcut to being better informed, more impactful, whether you're prepping for a big meeting, trying to get up to speed in a new area, or just, curious.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. If
Yeah.
being good with words really does mean being more effective in everything, how might really focusing on precise communication skills change the way you approach problems, the way you make decisions in your own work, your own life?
That's a powerful question. Thinking about that ripple effect.
Yep.
Stronger communication really could be a game changer. Definitely something to consider.